Good morning, Garden of England, Friday morning, 21st of March. Could be better this morning in terms of comparing it to yesterday, but it's still lovely. Spring is here. You can see here that there's a few buds beginning to come on these apple trees. I'll let you see a wee bit more. That's the road from Canterbury out to Sandwich, and this is a bit of a little valley thing. Nice tree there in bloom. Somewhere in the distance there you can see some houses. That's where I live. So it's beautiful. Anyway, so today's kind of special because what I'm hoping to do today, the intention certainly is, but there's other things that are taking up time. We've all got them, haven't we? We've got things we've got to attend to, and they get in the way of some of the things we really want to do. But nevertheless, what I intend to do is to record the first of these Mind Life programs that I'll put up on the site. The intention today is to look at the power of influence, because each of us have that power, whether that's in our relationships at home, whether it's a meeting you've got today, an interview for a job, you know, a critical meeting in your career, maybe a conversation with your son, your daughter, your mother, your father. Maybe it's a conversation that's coming up with a neighbour. There's so many endless possibilities where the power to influence is important. So I've got some cool stuff there. What I'll do is I'll do an introduction to it, then inevitably a meditation. And that'll become, if you like, one of the new, I suppose the word would be product, to put on the platform. So you can look forward to that. And if I get time, I'm also going to do the first of the mini coaching sessions for, you know, for the principles of MindStore. Anyway, so that's the plan for today. But yesterday, what I've been doing is, I mean, one of the challenges I have is I tend to, I suppose, live in my right brain a lot. You know, I really love just getting into deep meditation and seeing what comes through, what sources supply me with, and so on. But what I'm not so good at, we've all got a gift, haven't we? I've said that many times, but maybe we've also got places where we could be better. And over the years, I would have the intention of recording a course or an event, and sometimes I'd be well into it and realise I hadn't turned on record, or I recorded the first session, turned it off so I could talk to people who wanted to speak to me, and then I didn't turn it on again for the second session, and so on and so forth. And sometimes I had recorded them and put the little discs, you know, somewhere, and then life went on, and by the time I find it again, I'm like, what was that? Because I hadn't had the discipline to name the recording. So anyway, so as you can imagine, I got some hard discs of those little disc things where I've got material, and so I'm gradually doing my kind to work through them. And guess what? I found yesterday a full day's recording in London at Westminster, some of you may remember it, where I did the transformation event. I did one in London, I did one in Glasgow, I'm pretty certain I did one in Ireland, certainly did one in London, because I found the recording, perfect audio. So that'll become in due course one of the legacy products. I also found, certainly I think I said the other day, we've got a one-day, full one-day island, excellent recording, and lots of other things I found with the island that I didn't remember I recorded, like coaching sessions after it, reflections on some of the exercises. There's a whole pile of stuff there that I'll turn into, if you like, another legacy product, which is quite exciting that I've got that somewhere. I might even find a better recording, maybe of the 2-day version, but so far I've not come across that. So there's that. I also found what I think is a best of MindStore, not sure yet. Forgive me, that was recorded in Dublin. Now, But what's happened is I've recorded the first session, the morning session, from 9 till 10:30. I didn't do the second session, but I've got the third and fourth sessions, the afternoon sessions. So I could probably fill in the middle section, you know, just by recording that fresh. So there's a chance to get that as well. And there's lots of little individual things that are showing up. So hopefully, from my point of view, I just want to make sure there's a legacy somewhere of some of the most important things I've done. Because remember this, MindStore in its various formats works. As I always said, it only works. The challenge is getting you to do it, so you make it work. But that's fine. That's fine. So one of the things that I've often said at courses is that every day of our lives we face what other people call challenges. We call challenges and other people call problems. And if you wanted to do it right now and sit down with a pen and paper, you could find the top 10 challenges that you're facing in your life right now. And some of them will just be stuff you've got to do today. Stuff that might have to be done attended to by the end of the weekend. Something big for next week, you know, this sort of thing. And I used to often say, you know, the day that you don't have challenges in your life is the day you're in the big box. And then sometimes I would joke about it, then maybe, depending on your belief system, dog's back there, that maybe you're now going to face some new challenges in another realm. Anyway, so, you know, remember this, you have the power to influence how you tackle those challenges. You've got access to levels of consciousness which will inevitably give you better solutions, ideas of how to tackle it. And obviously for all of us who have been through major courses, you've got those coaches, those inner coaches, or those friends in the tavern on the island. Do you remember them? Wow. So we've got tools and techniques that help us. So think about it, how can you use your MindStore tools today to solve a better one of those challenges you've got? So it's Friday. Get to work on your behalf today, and hopefully I'll see you again on Monday. Have a cracking weekend. I intend to. Bye now. Bye bye.